Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Stellaris 1.5 Banks update, as well as the Utopia DLC, something that came out from my perspective, I believe, yesterday or 2 days ago. Somewhere in that region, I think it was yesterday, but yeah, I'm a little bit late on picking this up immediately off the shelf, of course. I needed to wrap up my European Universalis 4 Let's Play, and well, from it, here we are, and there's a reason why I mention it. And the reason being, this is a continuation of this sort of, let's say, mega game that or mega campaign that I had in EU4, where I practically ruled over the entirety of Earth, more or less, with the Scandinavian Empire and its allies. So, here it is. No, these are not saved games. No, we're looking at here. The Scandinavian Star Empire, and this is me transferring over Scandinavia from EU4 a few hundred years in the future into the stars, and I shall explain everything regarding the Empire and how it's going to be transferred, because this is not merely making up a Scandinavian Empire that controls all of Earth and then receives FTL capabilities and voila, although partially it is, but the actual way that the Empire will work and interact with other species and so on and so forth will be determined by how I played EU4 as well, and the stuff that influenced my decisions over in EU4, such as rivals and different struggles politically that we have, are going to influence the traits of the nation as well. So without any further ado, let's begin. First of all, appearance, of course. Human, species name, human. Don't want to go for anything too wacky there. The ship prefix is going to be SS. Alright, they're gone. Scandinavian ship. Look, SS. It's not what you think it is, I swear. Then I've went for this Humanoid 4 name list, because it contains Russian names, English names, which are, I mean, England had the greatest navy and helped me build mine, and I've conquered Russia, first of all, and it's the first accepted culture in Scandinavia other than Sweden, Swedish, Norwegian, and Danish, in the Scandinavian Empire, so, I mean, the entire campaign was built around conquering the lands of the Rus, as I call them, and that entire front, and that entire massive eastern part of the map. So, but that's what the entire campaign revolves around, continuously conquering there and then poking in the HRE, basically. So, there's the reason. And also, occasionally you get names like Lorenzo Olivieri, which is fine. We don't have any Scandinavian names here, like Swedish names or Danish names, and those I'm going to put in manually, so don't look at this too much. We're going to put in some flavor text of our own. Traits, I have gone for sedentary, intelligent, and quick learners. Sedentary because we were incredibly slow to colonize America. As a matter of fact, we didn't. We established a few colonies and then conquered other people's colonies, so the idea being there, we don't really like to move around. We like to go there and conquer people and take their lands permanently, but we don't actually like to pick our bags or pick up our homes and then go somewhere. And besides, I needed one negative thing to put in there than these two positive ones, so that's also a part of the reason. Intelligent, because I was most of the time ahead of tech on all techs apart from diplomatic ones, because I had more important things to do with Diplotech. Quick learners, leader experience gain plus 25. I'm actually going to switch this one out. I don't want quick learners. Because our leaders, bless them, were never really good. Our generals were kind of crap. Our rulers were not bad, but weren't really good either. So, you know what? No. I wanted to go for industrious, but I don't have enough points to do it. Because we were rather industrious, or at the very least, well, what's the other one? 50, because we had a lot of money towards the end, like a really, really large amount of money. But, You know what? Instead, I'm gonna go for conservationist. For one simple reason, we were extremely pragmatic. Everything I did in EU4 in terms of expansion from both like an economic perspective, building buildings and all that, was very much just edit that there really quickly. Was very much just for pragmatic reasons and nothing else. So, in light of that, it only makes sense. The first emperor is going to be named after me. The title is going to be Said it, Emperor, and the heir is a prince. We're going to start on Terra as homage to Warhammer 40k on the Sol system, and of course the continental world. City appearance default, government ethics, and this I had a lot of fun with. So, first of all, police state, because I sent the Night Lords, which is around what 28,000 men, to murder literally everything in the eastern seaboard of the United States, or of America, sorry, because the United States didn't exist, of America, killing literally anything that just thought about rebelling, and also any other rebellion I had in Europe, I swiftly put down, so definitely police state, and besides, I really, really hate unrest, so there you go. Cutthroat politics. I think this is fairly obvious. Yesterday's enemies are today's allies, and vice versa in the Scandinavian Empire. As a result of simply changing alliances so many times and ultimately backstabbing them eventually either through diplomatic annexations, vassalizations, or just straight up breaking alliances with them and declaring war on them eventually because they're weak and useless. So yeah. Very pragmatic politics and very, very cutthroaty in terms of, and backstabby as well in terms of our diplomacy on Earth. And as on Earth, so shall it be in the stars. Of course, an imperial system. Similar to dictators are always inherited by a designed successor upon the ruler's death. All right. So yeah, imperial administration, or imperial authority, ethics. Militarist, because what we did for 90% of the time in EU4 was wage war. Authoritarian for fairly diplomatic, sorry. For fairly obvious reasons, we were pretty much an empire through and through from start to finish. And xenophile. Now, the reason we're xenophile is, if you take a look at my playthrough, which, if you haven't, and you like EU4, I certainly recommend that you do that. Essentially, what I did was half of my expansion was through war and demands, right? Conquering lands. The other half was through integration, whether it be vassals, allies, or especially allies towards the late game, because I count, if I had Poland as my ally for 400 years, we're more than allies, right? We're just sort of like, that's my land now. They don't pay taxes to me, they have their own thing going, but that's totally my land. We've been allies for 400 years, I get to say that I've conquered that land without actually going to war with it, which is brilliant in my mind. At any rate, back to the point, we integrated everything. Everything that we could. We've integrated Bohemia at the end, for crying out loud, which is like half the HRE. So, and we integrated most of these species that, we'll get to species in a minute. We integrated most of these cultures that were opposed to us initially, or friendly towards us. It didn't make a difference. We just sort of assimilated them and never really converted. I don't think I converted cultures at all, maybe like a couple. But yeah, so xenophile definitely in that we're very pragmatic in that sense, that we don't care what they're like so long as they service us. So it's like total pragmatism on that front, so ergo xenophile. Empire name, the Scandinavian Star Empire, adjective Scandinavian, the flag is going to be the flag is going to be this. Reason being, we were blue on the map, but the flag is yellow and green, yellow and red. So, actually, you know what, I wanted it to be red on this side because red is a good colour for empires, but let's go like that. I think that makes sense. But then again, if I put... No, actually, red. Because if I go like this, that's basically like the colour scheme of Sweden's flag. So, instead, red for Empire, blue for we were blue on the map. There you go. As much sense as that makes. Missile weapons, or projectile weapons. I used projectile weapons in my previous playthrough, so I want to go back to missiles. And besides, it only makes sense from a perspective of how our history developed on IRL with like nuclear weapons and such. So did it develop like so in the Scandinavian Empire, and if I had played EU4, I would have had like cruise missiles and stuff like that. So yeah, missiles it is. Of course, I didn't play EU4. Sorry, if I played Heart of Iron 4. I didn't play Heart of Iron 4 because it was pointless since I already controlled most of the map. Warp travel. I thought about wormholes, but it didn't make sense. Like, how do we get to wormholes? No. Hyperspace. Yeah, hyperspace is fun, but I sort of like want to do default warp because I don't know. I'm comfortable with it, and there's so many new things to do with Stellaris that I might just want to go for one thing that makes me comfortable. And of course, Mammalian ships, and there we go. That's pretty much it. The Scandinavian Star Empire is ready, and let's set up our game, shall we? On a medium galaxy, I believe, with 9 AI empires. Maximum 2 fallen empires. Advanced AI starts none. I'm basing mine off of Command Delicious's playthrough. He started his playthrough in the game, so I will as well, because I'll use basically mostly what he did. Mostly his setup here and like his rule set, if you want. I don't know how you call it. Advanced neighbors. Off. Yeah. Empire placement, clusters or random. Let's go random. Galaxy is going to be elliptical. Spiral, forearms, ring, elliptical. Let's go with elliptical. Iron Man mode off for YouTube purposes, because it's a little bit... I don't like playing on Iron Man mode recording, because, yeah. There's no reason. It just makes it unnecessarily more difficult for me. So what if I record an episode and don't hit the record button, which, laugh all you will, but it's happened a few times. So no, I don't want that to happen. I'll try not to... Like, I'll try to make sure it doesn't, but I don't want to constrict myself in that respect, if that makes sense. And we're going to survey the system first of all, and we're just going to do our standard thing here. And we're going to begin. Off with the standard start, I suppose. Let's take a look at our vessels and then all the new things, because there's so much that's changed in this lovely game. Do we want Power Plant 2? What do we want to start off with? Well, let's take a look at our scientists. What do we have? You have anomaly reset speed plus 35. Not bad. Industry plus 10. Reset speed for new worlds plus 10. That's good, which means we're going to need to make a beeline for colonization. And we also have Voidcraft plus 10. Can we recruit 3 scientists? Like, three of those. I can't speak for some reason. All right. Well, in that case, I shall go with minerals. Over here, we want to go with... I wish I could see the what's it called? Like the tech tree. And in fact, I might pull it up. I might pull it up on like the other screen and look at it, because... Actually, can I do that right now? Yes, I can, I think. Oh god. No. No. No, we can't do that. Alright. I'm going to do it in the next episode. I'm going to take up the technology screen, because it's good to know that. It's very important. But for now, I think genome mapping makes sense. And over here, deflectors first, or industry again. Industry again. Go with that. Right, the first strike force. If I were to... Huh. Here we go. If I were to do this, it would be the second strike force. It doesn't give them the proper names. I thought they would randomize the names a little bit, but it doesn't. Merge is G. Yes, there you go. I remember things. It's been a while since I played this game. Right, what about Terra itself, or Terra herself, I suppose? On the surface, we have slaves. Huh. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna need to change that. We're gonna need to change so much. This is gonna be like just setting up. The entire first episode is gonna be me setting stuff up. So, slaves obviously have lower happiness due to, well, guess why? But they do consume less consumer goods, which I have no idea what that is, but apparently it's something that exists. That's all I know. So, let's take a look at some other stuff, and we'll go back to that in a bit. It's a situation log, still the same. Victory, Federation, Conquest, and Domination, alright. Technologies, we got rid of that. More. Now, let's go. Ship designer. I should... Well, tell you what, I think it's fine. It's fine like this. I don't wanna mess, I don't wanna mess with these yet. Let them be auto everything now, and I'll set them all to manual, upgrades and everything later. Expansion planner is more or less still the same. That thing works lovely, so don't muck about with it. Traditions. This is going to be fun. When can we adopt one? We need 76 tradition before we can adopt one. And we gain... Or is this like unity? We need... Yeah, 76 is unity, right, and with unity we adopt traditions. We're going to look at those and the ascension perks when... Right. Okay, yeah, we're going to look at these when we actually have the ability to pick one, so for now they don't mean much to me. Leaders, we have looked at these already, nothing's changed there. Species, set rights, alright. So, set rights. Slavery, purge type displacement cannot be purged. Alright, migration control enabled. Population control enabled. Prevents them from growing their own. No, we don't want that. Colonization rights. Colonization allowed. Military service. Full military service. Decent living standards. Wow, chemical bliss would be just wow. Citizenship, the caste system. We don't want that. No, we don't. We don't want that. This is... Crops of this species will be automatically enslaved only while producing food or minerals. Some humans are more equal than others. Well, no, because if you'll recall, in the Scandinavian Empire, we never really enslaved anyone. I mean, not even the natives. We had a trading policy with the natives, so we're very accepting of other cultures and all that. Like, we're very, just imperialistic, not necessarily, kind of like Napoleon, yeah? Just imperialistic, not necessarily want to purge everything or enslave everyone, just, let them have all their rights, so long as they serve me. So, full citizenship, right? Pops are free to be politically active, and the species can produce leaders. Yes. He said. Yes, full citizenship. Ah, yeah, of course, this is only for the human species. Makes sense. Ah, got it. Alright. And we don't want to control their migrations either. Don't want to control their population. They can colonize, full military service, and decent living standards. That's what we want for them. Yeah, there we go. So you can set these now on a per-species basis. You can be very racist in the truest meaning of the term. Alright. Cool. That's an interesting way of going about things. It's just like 7 per species now. That's good. Strategic even resources, that's fine. Factions, we do have factions, alright? Or is this, Huh. That was like based on, we can see the ethics up here and, Alright. Policies and edicts. This is something we want. So, let them find their homes outside our borders. Can displace pops. That's... I like that. Good. So it's basically like refugees. Send them out of here. Slavery allowed. I'll allow it. Actually, hold on. That basically means I can... Let's let 1 day tick by. Yeah, so why are you unhappy? Because you were slaves, correct? Yes, because you were slaves. Also, Empress? Could have sworn this is a male, but whatever. Champion of the people plus 10 happiness, reformer, monthly unity plus 10%. That's good. So you're relatively happy with me. That's okay. Where was I? Policies and edicts. So slavery is allowed. Oh yes, I was going to look at it. Surface. Right. So I can't just click on... Alright, so it's no longer a per pop thing, it's a per species. So I can't, like, enslave these guys. Just out of the blue. But you know what? We're not going to go with slavery. We're going to prohibit slavery. Yeah, we're not going to have any slaves in our thing. If we don't like them, we'll just kick them out. First contact protocol, aggressive. Makes sense considering, you know, this is the great unknown, so yeah. Orbital bombardment. Definitely going to put this at full. Food stockpiling, minimal. What does this mean? Keeping our food stockpiling to a minimal ensures that it can be put to better use towards population growth. Makes sense. I don't intend to lose many wars and stay on the siege for long, so yeah, minimal. And besides, actually, it's mandatory that I keep it at minimal because all my forts in EU4 were mothballed all the time. So, like, my defense, in that sense, was zero. The only form of defense I had were my armies that were attacking people. So, yeah, this is mandatory to stay at minimal. War philosophy, unrestricted wars, of course. That's exactly what we had in EU4. So there we go. We're ready. I just realised there's a new resource called food. Alright, what does it do? Alright. Interesting. Well then, we're going to start playing this next time. But for now, this has been the setup for the great nation of what's it called? Of course, the Scandinavian Star Empire. So yeah, we have an agenda as well. What the hell is an agenda? So many things. Alright, just this thing. A new generation, growth on -10, happiness +5. Reform government, what does it do? Change government form. Oh, so I can pick and choose these whenever I want. Nice, nice. I don't think we'll change it a lot, but yeah, okay. So there we go. That's enough. Let's not look at anything else now. We'll do that next time. There is a new map. Oh, so don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. We'll do it next time. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed it and want to stay tuned with the series and want to follow the great adventures of this new star empire and its new generation into space, and as they work their way up the political ladders in space and colonize the stars and build an empire of 1,000 suns. Where have I heard that before? Of 1 billion suns. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Take care. Have fun. Bye-bye.